Okay, so I chose to do the password power up for third grade for my digital citizenship lesson. I chose this lesson because younger students at this age, they're really just starting to get involved a lot online and make a lot of different accounts, such as games and stuff like that. And when they make these accounts, they might not really be thinking about the passwords they are creating. They're kind of just thinking about something they're going to remember, and they might not be writing them down and stuff. So I think it does a really good job helping describe the importance of having a strong password. So for this, the learning objectives are define the term password and describe a password's purpose, understand why a strong password is important, practice creating a memorable and strong password. And in this lesson, before I would start it out, I would kind of like, before the warm up and everything, ask students, be like, raise your hand if you know what the definition of a password is or any of these other vocabulary words, just to see like what their background knowledge is on it and see if there's anything they already know. But otherwise, after that, we could go through everything, and it shows the definitions on here. So some of the key vocabulary words are password, phrase, symbol, and username, which can ask them if they know it. If they don't, then we can just go over it. But after that, the lesson plan begins with a warm-up. And with this, it's kind of just some interactive questions you can ask, like what is something in your life that you take steps to protect? Why and how do you protect it? And then this kind of just gets them like to show what they want to protect and stuff like that. And then why it would be important to use a password because you want to protect something. And then let's think about when we use devices like a phone or a computer. How do you limit who can access something that you want to protect, and why would you limit access? Again, another reason a password is important. It kind of just gets them thinking about the background of why this stuff is important, and kind of like why we would protect some things, but why we wouldn't protect something like a password. And then evaluate. This kind of involves more of the activities. The students get into a group, their home group, and then they are given scenarios about like password, like uh-ohs, like if this happens, what they can do and everything. And teacher kind of just lets them figure out what they would do in a situation like this, and then they can evaluate that. And then power up your password. So this, the students get to create some passwords, and I really like how in number 2, where they get the handout, they go over a phrase. So a phrase is a group of words that go together and are easy to remember. We're going to do a practice round together using the phrase, there's no way I'm kissing a frog. So we've already completed step 1, which is to come up with a phrase. So it shows that, and then down here it shows that the password would be TNWIKAF for there's no way I'm kissing a frog, which I really like that, how they demonstrate that. But I also thought if I was to do an activity like this, this stuff is great too, but I would make a worksheet that every student gets and have like numbered 1 through 5 or however many they want to do. And then just on every number have like 8 to 10 blanks, and have the students create like 5 different types of passwords with like different phrases, and make sure they include a capital letter, a symbol, and a number of any sort, and just kind of go over them with them and make sure that they are making correct, like difficult to find passwords. And if not, kind of just go over it with them and tell them the importance of why they should do a phrase, why they should incorporate numbers, symbols, and capitals and stuff like that. I think that would be very helpful and beneficial. But then to wrap up, just go over some tips, which the tips also have including a symbol and stuff like that. And then it talks about the importance of having a strong password as you get older. And yeah, I just think this is a really good lesson because having a well thought out password is very important, especially as you get older when you're trying to protect like your credit card information and everything. I think it's good just to get this engraved in the brains of young kids. That way they can come up with great passwords and use it throughout their life.